Hey, it's the Crafty Baker. We're in quarantine, so why not bake some delicious homemade cakes? With a few ingredients and a bit of practice, anyone can make these cakes. Alright, let's get straight to the video. Your first ingredient is 2 to 4 red apples. You want to go ahead and peel those and cut them into small chunks. I'm doing these ahead of time, so then when it comes time to use them, I won't be rushing to get them ready. Here they are, ready to cut. Done! The next step is to crack 4 eggs into a bowl. Your next step is to take 1 cup of white sugar and start putting little by little into your bowl with the eggs. Then take a hand mixer and start beating it in. Once you're done beating your eggs and sugar together and it's grown twice the size it was before, go ahead and get half a teaspoon of baking soda. Put it into a small bowl or dish. Next, take half a teaspoon of vinegar and pour it right on top of your baking soda. It should be sizzling. Then go ahead and mix it all up together and it should become some sort of paste. Next, take a cup of flour. Make sure that it's a little bit overfilling because you need enough flour. You can go ahead and sift this either in a different bowl. If you're wondering why I did that, is because my sifter actually didn't fit well in the other bowl with the eggs and sugar, so I decided to do it in another bowl and then pour it in. But if your sifter works perfectly fine in that bowl, go ahead and do it straight in because then you don't have to do as much work. Alright, to prepare your pan, you need to rub the bottom and the sides with butter. Then you can either put it in the freezer so it gets cooler faster, or if you have more time, stick it in the fridge. If you sifted your flour in a separate bowl, now is the time to add it. Slowly pour it into your sugar and eggs. Slowly mix your flour into your sugar and eggs before turning on your hand mixer so you can prevent any flour flying everywhere and losing some. Next, get your baking soda vinegar mixture and pour it into your batter. Don't forget to beat it in. Next, put your apple pieces into your batter. As you can see, I did cut them to smaller pieces than what I showed before, but that's because I didn't want them to be too heavy in the batter. Then go ahead and mix it with a spoon. Next, take out your cold and buttered pan and finally pour your batter into your pan. Okay, so you might be a little bit confused right now what is happening, but I just made the batter for the second cake with chocolate chips and nuts. I'm just showing this part so I have more time to talk. I'm going to be showing you guys the amounts of chocolate chips and nuts to put in and what I recommend. Okay, so you need 1 cup of crushed nuts. I have walnuts and pecans, and make sure to crush them up because you don't want them to be too heavy in the batter. Go ahead and mix it up with a spoon. Next, add half a cup of chocolate chips. You don't want to add more than this because then they'll be really heavy in the batter. Next, take out another buttered and cold pan. I had this ready ahead of time. Then, like before, pour it in. Set your oven at 365 degrees Fahrenheit or 185 degrees Celsius for 20 to 30 minutes. Do not open your oven at any point until they're fully cooked, because then your dough will deflate. If you want to check if they're ready or not, all you have to do is take a big wooden stick and stick them through. If it's dry, that means that they're done. Remember, not a tiny little toothpick, a big wooden stick. Okay, so here they are, cool and beautiful. It actually took a while for these to cool, and it should, because the inside a lot of times is not fully cooled, but you have to make sure it is. For extra sweetness and presentation, I like to garnish the cakes with some confection sugar and/or icing sugar and/or powdered sugar. For presentation, I'm going to put them on these nice plates. Here are the finished cakes. I love how these cakes turned out, and they're really delicious. But I am going to be honest with you guys, the ones with chocolate chips and nuts is actually a little bit on the dry side. I was actually experimenting with it because I've never made one with those. The one with apples was the original. That's how it's supposed to be made, and it's more moist. But I think they're still both delicious. And I will recommend, before you put the chocolate chips into the batter, mix them with flour so they're fully covered in flour, because that prevents the chocolate chips from sticking to the bottom. As you can see, mine did. Thanks so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload a brand new video for you amazing, wonderful people. The link to my welcome to my channel video is in the description box down below. If you have any more questions about my channel, hopefully I'll be able to answer you. I will see you guys with another baking video next week. Bye!